Children, representing hometown love. My fam, Shillong, what's up? Alright, so here I'm gonna go answer the first question. Why do I break? The biggest reason I can give you guys is because with breaking, it gives me an identity, a personality. Back in the day, I had a lot of problems with social issues, like I had a big anger management problem. With b-boying, it helped me be in control, you know, it helped me develop a better person. I mean, it made me so much stronger, you know. With b-boying, you know, it's a lifestyle that I can't just ignore. I eat, breathe, live, dance. I do everything in regard to b-boying, and I pretty much say I owe it all. I mean, it changed my life, you know. As soon as I step in a circle or a cipher or a battle, or be it I'm just walking in the street listening to my iPod and music, you know, breaking gives me a reason to be alive, you know. Breaking is that one big cause. Breaking is that infinite, you know. And with breaking, I am a better person. Alright, so my inspiration of breaking, actually I would say it comes from two important people in my life, my mom and my grandmother. Actually the one with the first and the best designers in town, especially my grandmother. She was an embroidery designer, so whenever I break on the floor, it's more like similar to her when she creates a design on, you know, on what we call giantsums. So for me, whenever I'm on the floor, when I'm dancing, that floor is a giantsum, and it's a big needle for me. My legs are like needles, and I try to create a design on the floor, and it just comes in like that beautifully, you know. It just molds in. Apart from that, like good family, you know, friends, cipher, good music, you know, having one love for each other. That's my, you know, my inspiration. You know, it's like you help me, I help you back. You know, even the smallest kid, the youngest of the youngest, can teach me. Even the oldest. You know, there's no limit, there's no saying, there's no border, there's no end to where I get my inspiration from, you know, be it nature, be it life, you know, be it actions of the daily, you know, social issues. I take it all, you know, I just grab it, put it into a set and just dance. That's it. Shillong's breaking scene. Wow, this is it. I mean, Shillong's breaking scene is hype. It's getting quick, you know, it's developing like that, you know. And I am seeing like a lot of kids are doing really good stuff right now. And I think the media, I think people from the mainland, I think people from the south, everywhere should start recognizing the talent that is here and available and present here in Shillong City. Shillong is hype. Shillong is beautiful. It's magnificent. The talent here is big. It's enormous. And I think all the entrepreneurs, all the media people, all, you know, people working in the industry, the music, everywhere, they should come to us because we have it. I mean, big names have come up from Shillong City, you know, big names. So what I'm saying is that the scene here in Shillong, especially the hip-hop scene, it's growing, it's stagnant, it's progressing. It might not be as big, but it's growing, and it's not stopping, and it's a developing scene, and that's the beauty of it. Yeah, beef. Most people don't know how to class it as negative or positive. For me, I like it to take it into the positive side, because with beef there creates a tension, a medium between two dancers, and that creates a connection between them, or you can say the competition exists. And with competition, one of the other b-boys would strive harder, would work harder to win the other's respect. And for me, I feel that in breaking, there should be beef, you know. There should be a little competition, there should be a little negativity to it. And that's how, you know, the b-boys will grow. And this is, you know, this is the answer to it. My way of b-boying, it has three aspects to it, mind, body and soul. The first thing is you gotta have your mind do it, you know. You gotta say you wanna do it and you have to do it and you will do it. The second thing is your body. You gotta train your body in the right way. You gotta exercise, you gotta eat well, you gotta sleep well, you gotta train hard, you know. And the last thing is soul. If you don't put heart into it, your work, your b-boying, it doesn't really have, you know, an impact to others. You know, if people see it, they'll just consider you as a normal b-boy. Apart from that, you gotta have discipline. You know, the exact time when to study, when to break, you know, when to go out, you know, when to eat. You gotta have a label. You gotta have a balance in your life. The next thing is you gotta have respect. You gotta know where you come from and where you belong. You know, you gotta know how to respect the culture. You gotta know how to give shout outs back to, you know, your crew, your family, the ones who've been there for you, your support. And the next thing is time. You gotta know how to adjust your time in this world. You know, for example, you can't go always chasing pavements all the time and you forget about the real things. Like, for example, this is Shillong. You cannot survive just on breaking. You gotta study. You gotta have a degree. You gotta have, you know, you gotta have the digits in order to be successful in life. And I think b-boying should not be the only thing that you want to do for the rest of your life. Keep in mind, this is Shillong. This is India. You don't really have, you know, a career in it. I'm sorry for all the b-boys who I'm talking this directly, but this is the bitter truth of life. And the next thing is you gotta be honest. You know, you can't always copy stuff from other people. You can't always look at VH1, oh, I see the other guy doing a backflip, I'm gonna do the same. No, you gotta create your own style. You gotta find your own element into it. You gotta break free, you know. You gotta have that inner channel of your source, of your inspiration, and that will make you different. That will make you visible, and that will make people acknowledge you and, you know, respect you for that. Last but not least, you gotta be real in the game. You know, you can't be always a pretender. Just because you're gonna wear, you know, flashy clothes, Adidas shoes, wearing a snapback doesn't mean you're a b-boy. You gotta be a b-boy from the heart. You know, you can't just say, oh, I'm swag, I'm b-boy. No, you gotta prove it on the floor, bro. You gotta battle. You gotta win, you gotta judge, you gotta represent the elements of hip-hop. And that to me is way more important just having money in your pocket, friends behind your back. You know, you gotta keep it real. People, please keep it real. Yeah, the importance of being, you know, present in the scene. A lot of b-boys are taking it really easy these days, you know. They're not really working hard enough, they're not really putting work into it, and they just come into a battle, and you just come in doing a baby freeze and a crooked six-step. That's wrong. That is where you're wrong. And I like to correct some of you guys. Winning or losing isn't really the big point over here, you know. It's about participation. It's about, you know, just going in. Just let loose, you know. That is what breaking is all about. I mean, just the word itself, it's breaking your outer form of being so, you know, so complex. It just makes you softer, it makes you better, it makes you fluid. And you know, and that's the beauty of hip-hop, you know. Next thing is that I want to say is, a lot of b-boys, please do not talk trash on social sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Don't be commenting stupid stuffs. Don't be pulling on each other's legs. Don't be, you know, hating and being jealous about other people's art. You know, you cannot do that. If you do that, you yourself are a big problem in the hip-hop scene. You know, if you have a problem with me, that's fine, bro. But if you have a problem with hip-hop, we got a problem. We got a problem. You know, and the next thing is that, you know, a lot of b-boys these days are thinking way too much, I'd say. Like, you know, I gotta do a jam, I gotta go participate, I gotta get the girl, I gotta win this battle, blah blah blah. That's wrong. That is where you're wrong. You know, there is no number one. There is no I am the best. And there is no I and there is no me. Okay? If you want to be the best, you got to give it all. Just become yourself, you know. Put the mask that you have, put it down, throw it away, and just become you. And that will make you a way much more different and better person, and people will really, really acknowledge and accept that for you. And that, my dear friends, is, you know, that's the best. That's all you can give. That's what I can say. So for all the b-boys out there in Shillong especially, yeah, always trust yourself in anything that you do with a little bit of craziness, you know. That's it. And you know, don't be so afraid of anything, okay? Doesn't matter if you can't do a head spin. Why not? Try a butt spin. That's it. This is Dizzy signing off. One love for Shillong. Hometown love, hometown rebels. Big ups and a big shout out to the crew, HI Productions. Peace.